Okie dokie. So yeah, I mean, set it wise, I said, was pretty good. On occasions, it'd probably come down as not lazy, but on the odd occasion, your feet do get a little bit sort of splayed and not really sort of set in sort of a conventional way or the most efficient way. So if we can just make sure we get our feet, they want to be slightly turned out, but not sort of too turned out. Sometimes you're right for sort of a way to wander here, there and everywhere. And if it's not quite properly set, if it's turned out too much, trying to turn with your right foot out there, your right knee leg there, so your right hip, you can't go against that. So just try to make sure we get ourselves set in the best possible position. Again, for you, it's about being a little bit closer to the golf ball as well. If we're stretching for the golf ball, you put tension in the back of your shoulder blades there. You've got no control because you're reaching. You've got less strength and less speed available. You're going to lose a lot of distance and power and control. So, swing-wise before, backswing-wise has a little bit of a sway, but for me it's not the biggest thing in the world. The thing to focus on now, as you came back down, your left elbow would start bending here and then pulling away from the body, as we can see, and a big gap there between your left elbow, sort of pulling this way. What we're trying to do is keep that left elbow in. Now, as I said, it's not going to change straight away, but hopefully you'll see the difference in here now in terms of the swing as you come back to the golf ball. As you're coming into it back now, your left elbow is able to stay there.
That's better.
It's in the golf ball, the left. There's no gap between your left elbow now and the body, okay? As you're swinging through, okay? Similar sort of position there, there's less of a gap, okay? And that's what we're trying to do. In time, that left elbow will stay on a little bit more, but it's progressing from one to the other. The more this left elbow pulls, and if you look at this position, it looks quite tucked up. You look at that position, you look a bit more relaxed on that. Everything looks a little bit more, I'm more comfortable. That right arm, just as if it's a bit more sort of able to throw to target. This one looks just a little bit just cramped, and as you said, a bit stuck and not able to move anywhere. So by having that sort of tucked up position in now, we can just release the body through, finish in a good position. Your finished position, weight on the left side, up on his toe there, lovely, full rotation. The information you've given that golf one has been a good release of that club and a good sort of rotation there, whereas this one's that left hand sort of pulling through. It just looks to me a very sort of tucked up left elbow lead, chicken wing, as you said. The problem was, I mean, you probably were aware that certain things were going wrong.
Could you go back?
Which one, John?
And more.
On top of the backswing.
What? Right. Okay.
So from there, of course,
I'm looking at the lag.
Okay. That's there. To be fair to looking at lag, if you're looking at a 2D image, you're not going to get much of an impression.
No, fair.
Because your angle of the club will be slightly this way. So depending on how your angle goes, to be fair, you do hold on to the angle pretty good. But if the club now was flatter, it'd seem more lag. If the club was more in front of you, it'd seem less. But in terms of where you're, from a 2D perspective, you've cut quite a bit of angle there, so I wouldn't worry about that. And as you come into the golf ball there, you've still got some there. And back in there to a good sort of release of the golf club here. If that left arm can fold up there now, with this increase, or this position here now, added to the left elbow folding properly here, you'll increase the club head speed there.
That's right.
Okay, so that position there for me.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Club head speed.
But it's club head speed in the right direction.
Yes.
That's the thing. You can have a lot of club head speed in that direction, the ball then curves off this way, not very far. You could have less club head speed, potentially, but the club coming in more in that direction with a square club face, the ball will go further. So just information you give the golf ball, okay? And again, it's club head speed in this area, not up here. And the club does, the golf ball knows nothing about what the club does up here. You could wave the club, you could do a gym flip, you could do anything up here. That golf ball knows nothing of it, okay? All the golf ball knows is what you do at that point of contact.
Definitely.
If you give it the information it wants, it will tend to obey and go down the fairway, okay? So if we can get a better left arm just folding up there and releasing through, let that left arm fold. Practice that one arm swing with the left arm, upside down club. And again, doing it slowly, just so you feel your elbow sort of staying down, okay? Because if you just did it, just doing that, that's kind of how the elbow is going to be. We're not going to be doing this. As we swing here now, it's just there, okay? So a lot of that could be, there may well be some sort of tension in the shoulder possibly, so this move might be a little bit tight for some people, which is why they tend to go this way to try and relieve that pressure. But the more we can get that sensation, the elbow just folding in nicely, like a sort of backhand topspin, I suppose, for a left-hander. Obviously, you're a right-handed golfer, it's a two-handed sport. So that motion there now, that's going to square the club face up. And again, maybe as a warm-up, hit 5 or 6 shots from a square setup towards the 50 zone, just like you almost feel that left arm working too much, so you start bringing that club back to target. Because you felt what was square was 20, 30 yards right, or curving 20, 30 yards in the air. Okay? If we can get it back to square, or what feels closed, it'll be a 5-yard fade on. Okay, does that make sense, John?
Yep.
Good stuff.